Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets title defense got underway against LeBron James and the Lakers. Here's how it went down. First, of course, the ring ceremony. And Nikola Jokic had to show off. Look at that new bling that they got there. Not to mention the first banner raised in the rafters at Ball Arena. LeBron James taking all of this in. First play, Anthony Davis. We've been expecting a lot. Him to step up for this team. LeBron James called him the face of the franchise. Gets the block on Jokic. They get out in transition. And LeBron James gets the bucket there. Back and forth battle early before the Nuggets really started to assert their dominance, including on this play, Kendrick Perkins.
Yep, Reggie Hot Sauce Jackson. That's his nickname. But look, he got away with one on Braun, but the important thing is he knocked down the bucket.
LeBron James had a team-high 21 points for the Lakers, but Nikola Jokic, he picked up where he left off.
Playing bully ball, but again, you cannot allow a guy to have 5 or 6 crab dribbles and expect anyone to stop him, but he was fantastic.
Nikola Jokic letting out a rare scream mid-game. Going ahead to the fourth quarter here, LeBron James, Lakers down 6, pulls up for 3, cuts the lead to 3 at this point, but then who checks in, Zach Lowe? Oh, yeah. Two-time MVP Nick.
Yeah, we're in trouble. Let's just give the ball to the big guy who can do anything from anywhere, and he's stronger than you, and run the same play over and over again. Uh-oh, we blew a switch. Jamal Murray, 3, can't do that. That's Jamal Murray. He's going to make the All-Star team this year. Let's do it again. All right, here we go. Same screen. That does. Oh, we'll just go right into a pick and roll because Nikola Jokic is the best facilitator in the league. KCP had a great game. Let's do it again. Oh, nothing's really happening here. Let's see. Oh, to the Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic two-man game. LeBron panics. Aaron Gordon dunk. How about we run it back? Mike Malone does not waste a play. The best two-man game in the league. Joker rolls hard. Help comes. Bing, bam, boom. Michael Malone will run the same play over and over again until you stop it. And they have a dude who is bigger than you and stronger than you and can do everything from everywhere.
This is you. This is your fault. We gotta go there. And this is what he started.
Those were the chants in the arena. Yes, Michael Malone, that is absolutely your fault. Denver gets the win, 119-107. We expected to see Nikola Jokic already in midseason form. Maybe it was something that we did not expect is for LeBron James just to play 29 minutes. He only played less than 30 minutes once last season. Here's Darvin Ham on just that after the game.
It'll be a group effort, starting with him first and foremost, but also being mindful of the schedule and what he's doing on game days as well as non-game days.
I mean, I always want to be on the floor, especially when you got an opportunity to, win a game or you feel like you can make an impact. But I guess there's a system in place, and got to follow it. At the end of the day, we didn't win, but I think for me, my performance and what I did individually and the time that I was out there, I think I was productive. I think so.
Look, the Just Davis thing down there, that's ugly. That's horrible. We're talking about really, if he's going to play 29, 30 minutes, we're talking about like 4 minutes that you would have expected peak LeBron to be on the floor, that he's not going to be on the floor. The Lakers have to be able to stay afloat for 4 minutes. And that's just not on AD. That's like, they may have to throw the kitchen sink out there when LeBron rests. Austin Reeves got to be out there. Who's ever rolling among your guards got to be out there. Unlock Anthony Davis on the pick and roll a little bit. Anthony Davis has to be better offensively. 0 points in the second half can't happen. We'll talk more about that. I just keep looking. Where's the jumper? Where did it go? Because if you're talking about Anthony Davis, it may be the roller coaster. Stephen A. said this morning, the roller coaster of Anthony Davis, a lot of that is, where's the jumper? Can I get 4 extra points on the jump shot? He cannot seem to find it. He left it in the bubble.
Well, Stephen A. was wrong, and anybody that's crucifying Anthony Davis is wrong after game 1. Because, yes, LeBron did pass the torch and say that Anthony Davis is the franchise guy because, if I recall, last season Anthony Davis was injured. LeBron was injured, and Anthony Davis actually carried that team to help them get into the postseason and give LeBron time to help them make it to the Western Conference. That's number 1. Number 2. He was playing against the best player in the game in Jokic, okay? We have all said that.
And guarded
him,
yeah.
Right? But we saw he couldn't guard him last season. He's given up 30 pounds. So I had to pull out my notes. I don't usually have notes.
Wait. What?
Yeah, hey.
Give me a little room.
Yeah, come on here and have a seat.
We need to make room for big Swagu.
Yeah, come on here and have a seat. You look good.
Called in a Laker
You
fan?
look good. You look good. Here's the thing. The last 5 seasons, 143 and 57. That's the Denver Nuggets record at home. Number 1 in the Western Conference. They were 34 and 7 last season. Number 2 in the league. They were 10 and 1 in the postseason. Why I bring up the Denver Nuggets? The altitude. And people may say, oh, you giving him an excuse, you giving him an excuse. But as a guy that actually played in the altitude, I know the toll that it could take on your body. When you're banging with someone that has 30 pounds on you and you're guarding him on both ends of the floor and you're getting asked to do so much on the offensive end, you get fatigued. And it's a real thing. It's not. Yes, because you can never get adjusted to altitude.
Who are you right now?
I'm a guy that had, listen, I'm a guy that had to go into Denver and bang with a guy like Nene. If anybody remember Nene, we know what type of pressure he was bringing. It wasn't like with a guy with Jokic. But what I'm saying is we cannot sit up here and crucify Anthony Davis.
Nobody's doing that.
No, everybody's been doing it.
I got a question.
What?
At what point in your career did you make $40 million?
I mean, what that got to do with it?
That means when we pay you that money, we expect you to have points and more than 1 rebound in the second half.
He earned that money. That contract that was paid. Listen,
but we also know.
Time out.
We also know that based on that pay, you are judged more harshly and critical than people without that pay.
Okay,
it's the same in every league.
Let me ask you this.
Y'all brought me out here to fight with my brother, but I got to.
No, it's all good.
You getting soft.
It's all good.
We're going to get your mic fixed because it fell off. You were so passionate that your mic fell off.
So here's the thing.
I think they just disconnected.
Here's the thing. Like, I hate this narrative that we crucifying Anthony Davis for asking him to do something that we expect him to do because that is the onus that's put on him with the team.
It's game 1.
Perk, nobody's panicking when we start talking about down the road. The problem is, bro, and we got, first of all, we got to stop acting like because of game 1 we having this conversation. There's a history of this.
What history? What I'm saying is this. We talk about the franchise and LeBron passing the franchise to Anthony Davis. Yes, he did that because Anthony Davis showed up. Do you know what position the Lakers were in when LeBron went out last season? Do you realize that?
But you're making the argument. Here, let me bring football in the NBA today. Let me bring football into this. So there is this overall arching conversation about Dak Prescott when he gets to big games, right? And I'm not saying Dak Prescott is comparable to AD, who he is on the basketball court. What I'm saying is where you are, the Los Angeles Lakers, the money that you've been paid, there is an expectation for you in those situations to deliver all the time.
I'm not knocking that.
But so many people say, well, it's okay because he played good last week.
It's hard to deliver all the time, bro. I played with 16 Hall of Famers, and they didn't deliver all the time.
Enough football. Let's talk about basketball for a second. Perk, you and I, we're copacetic about Anthony Davis. He's the most important defensive player on the court every second he's on the floor. Nobody wants to talk about that. It's boring. You know what it is? It's exhausting. Number 2, for most big men, he's a big man, 6'10", 6'11", whatever he is. If you just throw him the ball and say, create some offense for us, it's going to be up and down. There's like 2 big men in the whole league who can get you 30 a game doing that, and they both have won the MVP. So, yes, does he have to be better? Absolutely. But look, they got to find a way to get him some easy dives on the pick and roll, and he has to make jump shots. I keep coming back to this because if you throw him the ball on the block, he's going to have games where he's 6 of 17. That's just what happens.
It's not just his performance. It goes with the fact that they're reducing LeBron.
Of course it does. That's 4 minutes. For 4 minutes, he's got to be better.
I'm saying in a big game out of the gate, it didn't work. It doesn't mean it won't work. I'm just saying it's the combination of those two things.
It's okay to talk about the now, guys.
That wasn't nothing but an appetizer. That wasn't nothing but an appetizer. We're talking about game 1 of 82.
Perk, let me ask you a question. All right, all you guys. Are we having this visceral reaction because Anthony Davis had one game where he didn't do anything in the half?
No, it's about the playoffs last year.
Come on, man. Let's not act like we just, Anthony Davis terrible because he played a bad half.
No, he played a bad half, but he also did it against the best player in the world who has dominated everybody.
Why do
and
we?
I just talked to you. You play with the Houston Hoops. You play.
But why do we think the Lakers?
You played basketball. And I watched you, and me and you were in the same organization. And we talked about it outside of there, that if a guy get 10 crab dribbles to pound you in your chest, you know how demoralizing
it take a lot out of you.
It does.
Okay, Perk, I understand that. And I love you to death. But I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for a dude where
I'm not making no excuses. I'm talking about
go to a level that very few can go to in this league.
I understand.
We can't not acknowledge it when he don't do it.
One game. One game.
You keep saying one game. We are not having this reaction because of one game, Perk. We're having this reaction because there have been times.
Why are we bringing up his name?
Last word on this.
Because we've expected Anthony Davis to do stuff without LeBron James, to carry the team and clearly say, I'm the guy that's going to do it.
He did it last night.
He didn't do it last night.
He did it last night.
And he didn't do it a couple times last year.
The nature of his game is offensively it's going to be a little up and down unless he finds a more consistent jump shot to give you a baseline. But I'm with Perk. And by the way,
I got a question for you,
Hold
Zach.
on, Perk. I take you 10% more seriously with the microphone in your hand. That's a great look.
Zach,
You need to make this a look.
In this segment, we have lost mics. We have had football analogies. We have had a Anthony Davis roller coaster.
Y'all so lenient.
And the season is started.
See, football, every game is life or death. We got 81 more.
I'm like, but dude,
82 if they make the final.
what's the standard?